It's Thursday night, it is 8:30 and it's time for the Thursday night golf show with myself, the average golfer.
The average golfer, I mean...
Look at that for a new design. Who's liking that?
I'm stuck with...
Still Joey there. You better sort that mic out. What's that all about?
Just let it...
Mate, I'm using mine, I'm there like that.
Yeah, I've done that.
I noticed you've gone for the bow.
Yeah. Again, I'm urban now, aren't I? Street.
Big girly that.
I'm a skater.
So, anyway, serious stuff. Welcome back, thanks for watching. Joining us this week, and we've got, as ever, let's start with a bit of world news, Joe, and we've got a great story that links back to me, really, doesn't it?
Yeah.
At the end of the day. So, Abu Dhabi last weekend, we'll all know by now that majority of you will be watching the European Tour at the weekend, no doubt. So you all know Tommy Fleetwood won after 1,294 days. That might be wrong, so don't quote me on that. But after a long period of time, since his first win, he won the Johnny Walker Championship. Yeah, he won in Abu Dhabi. Held off a field. There was Dustin in there, Dustin Johnson,
Martin Keimer,
Henrik Stenson. So yeah. I think Tyrrell Hatton in there as well. Did he finish second in the end, Tyrrell? Anyway, he fantastic job. Great to see him perform the way he did, and ultimately, I was going to say hang on in there, but his performance on the back nine was sensational. Lowest score of the day, and duly won. So that's absolutely fantastic. But the link back to the average golfer, and I had a conversation about. What are we in now? So I think it was about November, December time of last year. For those of you who don't know, I play my golf at Heswell Golf Club, which is on the Wirral, Merseyside area. And long-serving coach there has been a guy called Alan Thompson. He was the pro at Heswell for, like I say, a number of years. He's actually gone into what is semi-retirement now, but he still coaches a number of high-profile pros in the game, a lot to do with England coaching over the year, and again he's got an absolutely fantastic reputation. But this story was fantastic because he said to me that he was back coaching Tommy Fleetwood. He used to coach him. I think Tommy had maybe gone off elsewhere for a little while, came back to him in I think it was August of last year, and he's turned his form, his game. I kept an eye on him in the winter season, if you like. Started to creep up some leaderboards, see his name feature again. So to see him win there was absolutely fantastic, and I'm really pleased for Alan Thompson as well, and credit to him. I noticed he won, he got presented with an award from England Golf in the last month or two as well, as sort of recognition for what he's done in the game. So great news for Alan, and Tommy did make, I noticed he credited him with the win as well,
he did,
so that was good. And Alan did actually, I had 4 lessons with Alan as well, but
that's why
things didn't go quite the way they did for Tommy. So each to their own, eh? Anyway, moving on, we've got new rules.
The RNA and the USGA, is it?
Yeah, USPGA, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like working together to change a couple of rules.
Yeah.
The main one was they've changed, when you lose a golf ball, you used to have 5 minutes to find it, and now they've knocked it down to 3.
Reduced that to 3, yeah. Like you say, there's quite a few changes. Things like being able to, when you take a drop and sort of shoulder height, it can be from wherever, and lots of little bits and bobs that are, I don't know, there'll be changes no doubt, but they're not irrelevant, but we're really sort of focusing on this one particular thing. And I think the issue for debate, and again, this is where we'd like to get the interaction from the audience. They're cutting it down from 5 minutes to 3 minutes, and my first response to that was, that's absolutely fantastic, speeds the game up, you haven't got as long to find your ball, time to move on. However, there is a flip side of that when I thought about it, and as a golfer, if I realise that I've got a reduced period of time to actually find the ball, and if you're watching any of my videos, you'll know there's a few that go a bit wayward.
Yeah, just left.
Yeah, mainly left. Then you'll make a decision, a conscious decision on the tee, I would think, to reload more often. So the 2 minutes that is saved in reduced time and looking for a golf ball, I wonder how long it's going to then impact on the game on the tee when more and more people would decide to take a provisional golf shot. So, but again, that's just my immediate reaction to that potential rule change. So again, interesting to know what your thoughts are on that one. Not a lot else in terms of world news there, and we're going to move on. I think we'll leave the Clark stuff for a second, Joe.
Go on to the new products.
New product, yeah. So, first one.
King Cobra Pure Edges.
Yeah.
Looking nice.
They look really nice from the images we've seen. Again, you can have a look. There'll be a link to the blog, which will give you all the specification and data that you desire, that we've had provided to us by Cobra. But effectively, what the quick comment is, yeah, it's unplated stainless steel.
Yeah.
RRP is going to be 89 quid. They look really, really nice wedges. We'll no doubt do a review in the weeks ahead when we get our hands on those and give you some feedback. But like I said, if you want more technical spec, then link down below. Next one.
Yeah, we've got the new Odyssey O-Works putters.
Yes.
They've got that new micro hinge technology.
Yeah, this is, again, if you just have a look at this, the picture behind, real change to the face. Not grooves, they are literally, like
hooks,
I said,
aren't they?
yeah, hooks, micro hinges as they call them. And the idea is it increases top spin and regardless
of stroke.
Which, so
I mean,
even I might get some wrong.
Maybe after our last putting competition we can get one in for you.
I should maybe have a look at these, particularly when putting on the carpet.
Yeah.
But yeah, really, again, as you'd expect from Odyssey, and there's a wide range of heads, if you like, or putters types available in this range, and they look really, really nice putters. So again, link will be below to the full blog in this case, because we've not tested these as yet. Bit of footwear.
Yeah, Puma have now introduced the discs.
Yeah.
You know, when you tighten.
Rather than laces in it.
Yeah, which you don't really.
I love that. I had. I think FootJoy was certainly the first shoes that I've ever bought and seen when they'd introduced the technology, and they used to be on the heel. I bought a pair of Adidas that had they put it in the sort of in the tongue, I suppose, at the top. The only issue I had was that I continually got my trouser leg caught in the actual disc, as they call it. I've noticed with these Pumas, they've moved them around
they're
about.
all over the place, aren't they? They've got one on top, one on the side.
Yeah, so I think
on the heel. So
again, to be fair, certainly the top end product there, I certainly like the look of that. It looks real soft leather and a nice shoe. Don't know the RRPs on these things, but again, keep your eye out for those. I think they're due out mid-February. You never know, we might even get our hands on a pair of those to test, Joe, if we can move into some footwear trials.
Yeah, anybody want to?
Yeah, send them our way.
Send them our way.
And then final.
Yeah, these I like these ones.
You like these, don't you?
Yeah, not because I can hit them, just solely based on the look. Yeah, the Callaway new XR Steel Head Pro.
Yeah, again, agree with you wholeheartedly. They look absolutely stunning looking golf club. It's kind of like a dark sort of grey, black almost finish.
Matte. It's like a half matte, half gloss.
Yeah, they look superb, as you can see from the picture behind. As the name would suggest, XR Pro. This is a more compact iron, thinner top line, and I've not seen these as yet. This is purely based on the photos that we've seen and on the information that Callaway have sent us. So once again, blog link below, and in the weeks ahead I would hope that we get our hands on those, and really interested to see how they perform. But in terms of visuals, these look absolutely stunning set of irons, so well done to Callaway, as they always do. Right, quick reference now to the Teoplo website. So as ever, make the same old plea. If you're interested in golf, if you are a tagger as such, as we now like to call them, then we really want your opinions. We love you watching the YouTube videos, but we really want your opinions on the Teoplo website, on the courses that you play. So it has always been, up until really now, we've just started adding, it's always been UK and Ireland in terms of the destinations that the golf clubs that you can review. We're just now starting to add and populate the popular European destinations, and also the popular American golf courses, resorts. So if you've been away, if you're lucky enough to been off to Spain, Portugal, Turkey, off to the USA maybe during these winter months, and then again have a look, search the club, find it on Teoplo, and stick your review in there. If we've not added it for whatever reason, we've not got round to it yet because it's a bit of a process for us to undertake, then by all means email us info@teoplo.co.uk, and we will make sure we add those in upon your request. So yeah, as ever, keep on getting involved with those. Right. We are now going to we'll go to Clark's for a short period.
Yeah.
We've got
We've also got a question as well, haven't we?
We've got a question, and I don't want anyone to go away, because what I should have mentioned at the beginning of all this is we've got a great prize giveaway. It is in the title of the video, but hang on in there, we've got something to give away. It'll be coming at the very end. So, Clark's as ever, Monday morning, but Clark's with a difference. So the regular stuff, if you like, product testing. Started off, Joe, with
the Cobra F7 driver.
Yeah, again, interesting technology. They've got the
12 gram weight.
Yeah, a lot of adjustability, but the thing that interests me as much as anything, they've got the Cobra Connect, they call it.
Yeah, in the top of the...
In the handle, literally built into the driver. So in order to track your performance post-round on your mobile and have a look at where your shots landed and the shot shape and all the rest of it, I think Game Golf have been the brand that I'm aware of. Well, they've now introduced Cobra Connect, same thing, it's built into the driver. And this is an interesting one to see how that develops over the sort of years ahead in every other manufacturer's clubs. I just wonder if that's something that you'll see built into a lot of clubs going forward.
I imagine so.
But anyway, for the time being, here's a quick look at the visit with the King Cobra driver on Monday. Tad down the right hand side, that one, Joe, but again, after the first ball I will comment straight away and tell you that down the right, was it?
Down the right, not bad.
249 performance, 94 club head speed, and spinning, don't forget, we've got this set up in the higher launch model, but spin at 2.8, I don't think that's too bad at all. Yeah, so again, as ever, link down below, watch the video in full and pass your comments and your thoughts on that one. We then moved on to a little bit of a novelty one, if you like, looking at the Ping i200 came out last few weeks, well, at least in terms of the demo it did. It's a cast head, it's not a forged head.
Yeah, I can't believe you said it was forged.
You told me it was a forged head. We made a bit of a cock up there, and duly pointed out by a number of people. But what we thought we did, based on that sort of error and also the comments, we thought, well, I'll tell you what, we'll do a cast head versus a forged head. So we took my existing iron, the 765. It wasn't a case of versus, it was more of a comparison between the two head types, and really looking at, I suppose, the feel was the general key thing that you're looking at. So once again, here's a clip from Monday's visit to Clark's. So we're going to compare, at the moment I've got, remember, the 765 from Srixon, which is a forged
That's definitely
head. This is forged head.
Definitely.
And in my left hand, I have the new Ping i200, which is not a forged head.
It's not.
This is cast. So then, as I said, Clark's with a difference, and you were able to take a little back seat for a while, weren't you?
Yeah, I had a nice sit on the couch this week.
Watch and learn.
Yeah, watch and learn, yeah. So we had...
how not to do it.
PJ professional Barry Taylor, 7-time Lancashire champion.
Yeah.
He's got a really good record, hasn't he?
Yeah, seen his... didn't quite realise until afterwards. He's played some decent golf over the years, hasn't he? And he decided to take a look at the swing of the average golfer. And we're going to feature, hopefully, we're going to feature a bit of a series going forward and see if Barry can impact his knowledge of the game and swing onto my swing, and see if he can make the changes that are no doubt needed, and see if we can improve the results. So again, here's a little clip from our lesson, or my lesson, with Barry.
Okay,
so getting some good mechanics in my swing then, mate.
That's the goal, yeah. To improve impact, ultimately, that's the goal.
Yeah.
You know, that's all that matters, really.
Okay.
But how we get there, you know, sometimes we have a poor impact position, we can make the impact better, but it's not really getting there now the best way we want it to be. So,
okay.
You know, so the goal is good strike, good flight, good power. You know, we need the distance, really, don't we? So.
Okay, so that was it for Clark's on Monday this week. So, like I say, links all down below to watch those videos in full. As ever, comment, like and subscribe and all those things, if you wouldn't mind, we'd appreciate it. Right, now then, we asked, we didn't get too many questions last week, but we got one which was absolutely fantastic and has caused lots of debate all week. Not just for, it was aimed at myself and directed at, rather, the question. So, well, you tell me the question.
So it was if you could play a 4-ball with anyone ever through history,
dead or alive,
alive,
who would it be?
Yeah, who would it be?
And then with an addition to that as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, you had to ask them a question.
Yeah, so it's Try this one home.
Yeah,
this is a tough
me
one
mad.
because getting down to 3 people, yeah, chop and change all week. It's not easy, and you can come up with a number of different permutations. So, you going first?
Well, yeah, but I'll go with who I was gonna pick first.
So you've got your shortlist.
Yeah, so I had Nikola Tesla,
Who?
the guy who made the Tesla coil.
Who? You're going to have to explain more than
The
that.
scientist Nikola Tesla.
Yeah.
Do you not know?
No.
Well, he
He
made
wouldn't be in my 4-ball.
But he made the Tesla coil, which is like he could power like a light bulb from 7 meters away with like an electromagnetic.
Is the
field.
car named after him?
No.
Oh.
And his idea was he was going to make really big ones to power the Earth sustainable.
Right.
But they stopped him, and I'd ask him.
Mate, what were we asking? Did you ask a question to each one of them?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, right, I'm not ready then.
Well,
I'll have a cut. I've only got one question. So go on, what are you going to ask him?
I would have asked him, could have he completed the Tesla coil because he didn't really finish it or it didn't really work. And I've asked him, could he have done what he wanted to do because they stopped him doing it, as in like the government.
Right.
So that would be my question to him.
It's a bit intelligent, showing it. Mine are trivial. I've got Liam Gallagher in mine.
No, but he's not in. He never made it.
Right, go on.
Got him. And then I had Joey Diaz, who's just a comedian from America because he had a mental life. So, but he never made it. And I think that's it for my shortlist. But then I went for the
You
trio.
going with it? So is this your trio
This
now?
is my trio now. I went with Ricky Gervais,
Oh yeah, okay.
Carl Pilkington and Stephen Merchant, all 3 of them.
So you're going laughter all the way?
I'm going laughter all the way, just because I listen to their radio shows.
Yeah.
The old ones, and they're hilarious, so they've made me shortcut all 3 of them.
But have you got a question for any of them?
No, that's the thing, I didn't get a question. I just asked them some stupid question just to make them all take the mick out of each other. I don't know what I'd ask them.
They make a good video and probably a better one than mine. So I have got a short list. But all of my short list about people that have died, it was pretty morbid watching. So I've gone for first person straight away that was in my 4-ball was Seve. He's been my golfing hero for forever. So he would, for a number of reasons, I'd want him in the 4-ball. One, just to literally play around the golf with him for obvious reasons. He was so, he looked to be so much fun. Don't get me wrong, he had a bit of an arc on him as well, but I like that about him. But he was so much fun, and he was the only one, really, who I had a question for, and it would have been, would he have given up? Obviously, we all know Seve died pretty young with his brain tumour. Would he have given all his golf up for maybe 10 or 15 years, a longer life or a healthier life, because he was ill for quite some time as well. So I'd be interested to know if he was sort of happy with what he got, type of thing, the hand he was dealt. So my second person in the 4-ball would have been Liam Gallagher. Back in the day, a massive Oasis fan I was. And I find him hilarious. He's very much a kind of love him or hate him character.
Yeah, he would not make my 4-ball.
He wouldn't make yours, no. But again, I'd have a bit of a laugh round with him. And the third one was, again, could have gone anywhere, to be honest with you. But right at the moment, for the last 6 months or so, I've been a massive fan of an American guy called Casey Neistat, I think is his proper pronunciation. And Casey is he's a vlogger. Or he's better than that.
Ex-vlogger, isn't he?
He's a filmmaker, really, as far as I'm concerned. He's a really talented guy. He's just been really took on by CNN, hasn't he, in the States?
Sold his company and all that.
6.5 million subscribers on YouTube, and again, I just find him really, really interesting. Wouldn't mind 18 holes with him. And after that, like I said, it's going all pretty morbid, I'm afraid, bringing people back from the dead to have a last knock with. So I think we better leave that at there. Yeah. So, but a good question, and it was from Geordie Sancaster. Is that right? Geordie Sancaster, isn't it?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. So thanks, Geordie, for the question. Again, thanks for the interaction with the site, full stop, because you always make comments and get involved, so we appreciate that, and a fantastic question. So if you've got any questions, then by all means fire them at us. Real interesting one there, so if you can beat that, good luck to that one. And again, stick your own 4-balls down below in the comments. Really interesting to see who you would have around with yourselves. Right, so really enjoyable show again. I've enjoyed it. I hope you do too. Very interesting, lots going on. Questions certainly made it. But what makes a great finish for us is that it's nice to give something back to our audience. Hopefully that'll continue. Like, I'm not going to go back to the big comp that we're working on, but I just have done. But we've got a great prize giveaway. It was provided to us by a company called Glencore Golf, who were travel agents in organising golf trips both in the UK and the popular sort of European, USA destinations. I think hopefully we'll be doing a bit of work with them in the future. But they have provided with us a 3-night stay, bed and breakfast, 2 rounds of golf for 2 people in Manga. So all you have to do to enter is, if you're already subscribed to the channel, then you're in the draw. If you don't, then subscribe. If you want double the chance of winning, then subscribe to the channel and also register on the website as well, and get involved that way. But it literally does up your chances, because everything will be going into the hat and we will have 1 lucky winner. Now we're going to run this until middle of February, so get your entries in and share and spread the word if you will. Excuse me. I think that's it, Joe, isn't it?
Yeah.
Only other thing to say is...
Oh yeah, these bad boys.
New logo. So, are we going to give away some t-shirts?
Yeah,
I love this logo. Thanks to Ben, who's in our, what department is he in?
Like digital creating type thing.
That's his name, isn't it? Digital creation type thing. He came up with this logo. I wanted to take credit for it, but I didn't. So
didn't you? You thought the T-Pex.
I did, yeah. To be fair, look at that.
Premier parts.
Ah, mate, that's design right there. So if you want a t-shirt with the Taggers logo on, then what we're going to do? 20.
First people to comment in the.
First 20. If you want one, just comment and leave your size in, and we'll get in touch with you and send 20 of these t-shirts out. It's that simple, really, isn't it?
That's simple.
Okay, brilliant. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week sometime, hopefully Monday, Tuesday, when we've put the first video out from Clark's Golf Centre. So see you for now. Bye.
Bye. Wicked, man.
Wiki.
I'm hungry.
That light's going to be putting the right glare on my head. Isn't it? It's a Thursday night show. Oh, we got a jingle yet?
No, we haven't, no. Got a drum roll.
That voice, we're going to get one.
Got a drum roll every now and again.
Have a shot. Winging it here though, aren't they? Seriously, man, I haven't even like...
I don't know where we're starting. Where we're starting? Tommy Fleetwood?
So we start with world news, mate. You know the script.